photos like this, it's like, oh, hell no.
Get your money, sis, fuck the hater. Get your money, sis, get your weight up. Make your money move, I ain't mad at you. Yeah, it's all about the cream and getting money, sis. Get your money, sis, fuck a hater.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to 2 Cent Tuesdays with Jenny, where you will be getting my unsolicited, unapologetic opinion about what's going on in the world today. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you are notified every single time that I post a new video. And you might as well go ahead and give this video a big old thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get right into today's topic. So I feel like I need my brothers and my sisters to come to the front of the congregation for this one, because there's these photos that have been going viral. This is not a new topic. I feel like we've been talking about this for a while. Recently, a photo shoot with actors Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors have gone viral because they look a little something like this. Now, prior to this photo shoot coming out, Jonathan did a photo shoot for Ebony, and it looked something like this. Immediately, black men and women were in their feelings about it. A lot of people feel like this is an agenda to emasculate our men. Now, since these photos have come out, there are more and more pictures going viral. Many people who I actually follow on Facebook, which is where I found these photos, feel like this is sus activity. If you don't know what sus activity is in the black community, basically means suspect. Any type of homosexual behavior, they would say is suspect, sus. So a lot of people feel like there's an agenda going on. Now, this is nothing new. Many people in the black community have been feeling that way for a very long time, especially when women started to get the same rights as men. Women started going to work and making just as much money, if not more, than men. And there is an agenda going on here to emasculate our black men by any means necessary. If it's not photos like this that gets people in a tizzy, there's these depictions in Hollywood when there's black men, mostly comedians, dressing up as women and becoming quite successful from putting on a dress. We've seen it time and time again. We've seen Martin as Shanae. We've seen Jamie as Wanda. Now we have Tyler Perry as Medea. And these men have become quite successful wearing the image of a woman. And most of us look at it as just funny humor, and some people feel like there's an agenda going on here. So my question to you is there an agenda to emasculate black men, or is there an agenda to show that black men can be affectionate towards one another without it being sus? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I'm going to go ahead and drop my 2 cents in on the situation. Now, I am not a black man. I cannot speak from the black man experience. However, I feel like I can go either way with it, because I do feel like, there's always an agenda for something, and when it comes to the black man and the black family and the black household, there's always some type of way to break that foundation up, whether it's mass incarceration, addiction, whatever it is. There's so many things that takes black men out of our household. However, when it comes to these photos of these men showing affection to one another, I don't really feel like it's a motive to emasculate the black man. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw the Ebony cover and the leg crossed, I was like, oh, I was a little taken aback, because it's something that I am not used to seeing a heterosexual man wearing, and it threw me off just a little bit, and I wasn't quite sure of what was the purpose of this photo shoot for him to be dressed in such a manner. What was the message here? While searching for the picture, I actually found out, according to the stylist, that this outfit was motivation from an anime character. I do feel like there's an agenda against black men, period. Do I feel like showing them in a feminine light is part of it? I wouldn't necessarily say that. I feel like it's more so a thing where, you know, we have now learned to embrace feminine energy, masculine energy through either sex. You know, the LGBTQ community has changed the way a lot of the world sees gender and gender roles and things like that. So I feel like some men just want to be comfortable wearing whatever. You know, growing up, Cam was a rapper, a hip hop artist, a dude from Harlem, a real hood dude from Harlem who wore a pink fur, who wore pink everything. And no one looked at him and thought he was sus or feminine for doing it. So it's a little hard to pick and choose with who we feel like who can do it and who can't. But besides that part, to get back to the affection photos with Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan, like, obviously they have a movie that is coming out, Creed 3, which I'm excited to see. From what I've heard, they are showing the emotions of a black man. You know, Michael B. Jordan, this is his director debut, and someone said, like, you know, he really takes you on the emotional journey of a black man and allows a black man to show that he can be vulnerable and emotional. And that could be the whole reason behind the photo shoot and showing affection, that men don't always have to be, you know, Tarzan swinging from the vines, gorilla, I'm a beast kind of guy. You know, men hurt too. Men get sad. Men, you know, they have feelings, such as this photo. From what I'm hearing, this young man lost his mother and was extremely emotional, and his teammate was comforting him. And a lot of people's like, nah, son, there's a lot of ways. Like, you can't tell somebody how to comfort another person. These men were not thinking anything sexual, anything beyond supporting someone who's hurting in the moment. I was surprised to see this photo was among the group of photos that men felt like this is sus and inappropriate. We all know, God rest his soul, we now know, at the time we didn't, but we now know that Chadwick was fighting cancer in this moment. And all I see is a man fighting for his life, and his friend, again, supporting him and comforting him, letting him know, I'm right here. I got your back. I'm here. I don't see what's wrong with that. And this is the thing, right? It all boils down to the fact that it's suspect and it's weird because it's something that we are not used to seeing. It is not a normal image that we are used to seeing. Anything that you have never had is going to be foreign to you. So when you've never been hugged by your black father, and you've never been embraced by your black father, and you've never had that affection from another black man growing up, of course you're going to look at it as something as suspect, gay, weird, you know, because you're not used to it and you've never had it. Now, I can understand that, because for me, seeing photos like this, it's like a little girl sitting on her father's lap. Oh, hell no. No little girl should be sitting on any man's lap, no matter what. Why? Because that's what we're taught. That's what we grow up thinking. And again, a lot of us didn't even grow up with a father in general, so we don't know what it's like to have that affection from a man. We don't know what it's like to see a little girl interact with her dad in that way. I remember a while ago, this young lady and her dad went viral on TikTok because she was laying in his lap. You know, he was sitting in, I wish I could find it. Hopefully I can find it, and then I'm going to put it right here. If not, sorry. The young lady, the dad was sitting in a recliner chair, and the young lady was curled up in his lap taking a nap. And everybody was going crazy like, nah, that shit look weird. I would never lay on my dad like that. Da, 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 da. And myself, I'm like, that's too much. I'm sorry, but that's too much. I wouldn't do it. And again, it's because we didn't grow up having that. We didn't get that. And a lot of us who, like myself, even if your father was there, you just didn't have that affectionate relationship with them. So to a lot of people, it is like, what the hell is that? No way would even when I see brother and sister sitting on each other's lap, or, you know, hugging each other constantly, it is a foreign thing to me, because it's like, nah, I ain't never gonna be sitting on my brother's lap now. Like, that's just, you know. And again, because that's not something that I am used to. I didn't grow up that way. So it is strange to me. So I'm not saying that these black men are wrong for feeling like, nah, that stuff don't look right. That's weird. Of course it's weird, because it's not something we are accustomed to seeing. But it's very strange that images like this would bother you, but images like this wouldn't. You know, like, you know, we have promoted violence against each other, taking drugs, drinking alcohol, all the negative you can think. We have embraced it. We have rapped about it. We have watched movies about it. Hell, I even wrote books about it, you know, because that's our culture. And we've embraced it, and that's what it is. But we don't see anything wrong with this, because this is what we're used to. But we see this, and it's like, get somebody else, because it doesn't make sense. To sum it all up, because this, I really do want to go a little bit more in depth with this video. So I'll probably make another one, because this is an amazing topic to talk about. Because at the end of the day, I personally feel like, I don't want to say that this is not the agenda, like, oh, that's not the agenda to make men emasculate black men. I'm not going to say that at all. Because I'm going to be real. After having several conversations with different men, you know, us as women, modern day women, have taken on this masculine role so much, to the point where a lot of us are out here emasculating these men, and they don't want that. And that's why so many of us are single. I'm not saying that's my problem in particular, but I'm just saying so many of us are single because black men don't want that. They don't want to be with another man or a woman acting like a man. They don't want that. So I'm not going to say that this emasculating of the black man is not happening. However, I don't think black men showing affection to each other is part of an agenda. I feel like in my personal opinion, if it is an agenda, it's an agenda to show that we can show affection to each other without it being weird. We need to start showing more affection and love towards each other, whether it's two men or two women. That doesn't always have to mean that you are gay. It doesn't mean that you're attracted to this person. You care for this person. So why not show that you care for them? If they're hurting, why can't you give them a hug? When you part in ways, why can't you say, I love you, bro? Let's start doing that more. Because I don't think anything's wrong with it. We need to show that. We need that. That shows unity. And the more we start loving on each other and uniting more, there's power in numbers. I'm just saying. But again, that's just my personal opinion. You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. And as always, I thank you guys for watching. Make sure you follow me on all of my social medias. Everything will be in the description down below. And Jenny is